Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we will be looking at the degrees of dominance. Okay, so in this part we will be looking at how do the alleles affect the phenotype. Like, will one allele completely like be expressed in the phenotype while the other one is not even expressed, like we are not seeing its presence? Or will it be a case of both alleles being expressed in the phenotype? Or will it be a case of none of the alleles being expressed in the phenotype, however the phenotype is in between those two alleles? Like it shows the phenotype that is in between the phenotypes that can be created by those alleles. That's codominance. So I call them degrees of dominance because I want to have a specific name for them, because generally in life science grade 12 genetics, they don't say that, they don't have a specific name for them. Like, you just learn about them but you don't have a specific name for them. So I use uh this phrase degrees of dominance in order for me to be able to know or to give a name for these types of dominance. Or you can even say types of dominance. Yeah, I feel like it makes sense. So yeah, that's how I label them, and we will talk about what happens when you go to the next slide. So here we have what we call complete dominance. Okay, we have what we call complete dominance. So you have two parents, right? You have two parents, and then let's talk about the flowers. So you have two parents, and then one flower is red, one flower is white. So it's like a plant that produces red flowers and a plant that produces white flowers. And both, those plants, all of them, like both the plants, they, the alleles for their flower color are homozygous. Like, as you can see here, like you have RRR. This shows that they are homozygous, and if they were heterozygous, then it was going to be uppercase R, then lowercase r. Now that they are in a homozygous condition, that's why you have both uppercase R, and then even here they are in a homozygous condition because you have both lowercase r. And then you must know what they mean by homozygous and heterozygous. And as I said, like, if I can simplify it for you, when we talk about heterozygous, remember the word hetero means different. Okay, so this means that you are going to have alleles that are different. Zygous refers to alleles, then hetero means different. So in other words, if you have a heterozygous condition, that's when you have two alleles that are not the same. Okay, and homo means the same. So if you say they are homozygous, that means the alleles are the same. Okay, yeah. Then I must also clarify the thing of dominant and recessive allele. So with the dominant allele, it is expressed in the phenotype whether it is in a heterozygous or homozygous condition. You find it in a homozygous condition, like here. The dominant allele is in a homozygous condition, it is expressed. And then you find it in a heterozygous condition, like here. You can see that you have the dominant and the recessive. So you find it in a heterozygous condition, it will still be expressed. That's why you see these flowers being red. Okay, then let's go to the recessive allele. The recessive allele, when in a heterozygous condition, it is not expressed. That's why here you can see that we have the recessive allele, but you don't have any white flower here. It's because they are all in in a heterozygous condition. So always in a heterozygous condition, the dominant allele is the one that is going to be expressed in the phenotype. There's no negotiation. The dominant allele is going to be the one in the phenotype, no negotiation, okay? And then the recessive allele is only expressed when it is in a homozygous condition, like here. Hence I said homozygous means two alleles that are the same, like they are, yeah, they are the same. So that's why here you have two lowercase r, which shows us that the alleles are in a homozygous condition, and then that's when you can have the homozygous character, the recessive characteristic, which is the white flowering, like being white, like the flowers being white, okay? So yeah, let's talk about complete dominance. When we talk about a complete dominance, uh, it is a type of a genetic cross whereby the dominant allele completely suppress the expression of the recessive allele in the phenotype when in a heterozygous condition. So that's what you see here. So you had a red flowering plant being crossed with a white flowering plant, and then obviously each of the gametes that are going to be produced by this one will consist of the uppercase R, okay? So remember that the gametes will only have one allele, okay? So basically all of the gametes that will be produced by this red flowering plant, they will have uppercase R, because you can see that the genotype, it only consists of uppercase R, okay? Even here, all the gametes are going to consist of lowercase r, all of them, because you only have lowercase r only. Then when you take the gamete from this parent, which is the capital R, or which consists of capital R, and you take the gamete from this parent, which consists of lowercase r, and you combine them like fertilization occurs. So you are going to have something like this. This is the R from this one, and then this is the R from this one. Lowercase, uppercase. Then at the end of the day, you can see that all the flowers are red because because of the dominant allele. And remember that the recessive allele is only expressed in a homozygous condition. So here it's a heterozygous condition. So the dominant allele is going to completely mask the expression of the recessive allele. So that's why you have all red flowers. So if maybe you had a homozygous condition, that's when you will have the white one. So basically in complete dominance, you have a dominant allele and a recessive allele. Then the dominant allele will completely mask the expression of the recessive allele when in a heterozygous condition, okay? So yeah, let's move on. So we also have what we call incomplete dominance. We have spoken about complete dominance. Now we are speaking about incomplete dominance. Okay. So when we talk about incomplete dominance, like you have a red flower here, you have a red flower here, and you have a white flower here. But the offspring is not red and it's not white, but the color pink is in between red and white, okay? So that's why we say the offspring will have not n intermediate phenotypes. It was supposed to be n intermediate phenotype. So that's why the offspring are all pink. It's because pink is in between red and white. And when we talk about incomplete dominance, like the offsprings that are produced have an intermediate phenotype. They are not red, they are not white, but they are in between the colors of the parents, okay? So this can be the same as maybe let's say a white-skinned person, a white-skinned person producing a baby with a black-skinned person, then that baby is brown, like, yeah, the baby is brown, to show that it is in between the colors of the parents. It didn't take any color and like it completely dominates its phenotype. No, it took both the colors of the parents, and then its phenotype is in between the phenotypes of the parents. This can be the same thing as having a very short person producing a baby with a very tall person, and then that baby is somewhere in between the heights of these two people. So I don't know if I make sense. And then if I were to give an example of complete dominance with people, um, this is when you have the white person and the black skinned person, then the baby becomes completely black or completely white. That the moment you have something like one allele completely dominating the phenotype of that organism or offspring, that's when you have complete dominance. And when it comes to incomplete dominance, then you have something in between. So complete meaning completely expressed in the phenotype, then incomplete, something in between. So I hope, yes, Wagala. Okay, lastly, we will talk about codominance. Codominance, okay? So, with codominance, you have your genotype, right? You have two alleles in that genotype. So, when you have those two alleles in that genotype, um, those two alleles will be equally expressed in the phenotype. So if you have an allele for red in the genotype and you also have an allele for white in the genotype, then you are going to be um, red and white, which is wrong, like here. So all of the alleles, like the two alleles that we find in the genotype, they are equally expressed in the phenotype. That's what I am trying to say. So I hope it makes sense. That's why we say both alleles are equally expressed in the phenotype. So they are expressed equally. Here we have an example of a red cow with a white cow producing a roan, what do you call a baby cow? I don't uh, I don't remember the name for the baby cow, but it is roan. Like the baby cow here is roan. The parent one was red and then parent two was white. Then its phenotype is in between the phenotypes of the parent. No, it's not in between, sorry. It consists of the phenotypes of both the parents. That's why the word the word co means together, okay? So basically when you have codominance, both alleles will be equally expressed in the phenotype. Even on this example, you have white flowers and red flowers, then the offspring here, they are red and white, okay? So you need to take note of that, okay? So I believe from now you will go and look at these characteristics and think of them and ask yourself, is it codominance? Is it incomplete dominance? Is it complete dominance? And how will you know whether it is complete dominance, incomplete dominance, or codominance? You will identify codominance by both alleles being equally expressed in the phenotype, and um, you will identify incomplete dominance by none of the alleles being expressed in the phenotype, but the phenotype is just an intermediate of the alleles, like the alleles in the genotype. And then you will also identify complete dominance when you have two alleles and then they are in a heterozygous condition that will be dominant and recessive. Then the dominant the dominant allele is the one that is being expressed in the phenotype. Okay, so I believe that makes sense and clarifies all misconceptions. And if you have any question, you can just comment there. Just comment, and then I will attend to your comment. Absolutely. So just comment, and if there's anything else you want me to do a video of, you can also comment, and then I will make sure that I do that video. And yeah, then this is the link for the YouTube video whereby I am explaining these things of complete dominance and incomplete dominance using pigs as an example, like pigs, the home the domestic pigs, obviously. Yeah, the domestic pigs. So you can watch the video on YouTube. This is the link. And then yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and so that I can grow. I am begging you guys. So thank you. Have a nice day ahead, and good luck with your exams.